Hello, before we begin, please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with all your friends. Good evening and welcome to another election night in America, Election Night 2008, with Senator Barack Obama of Illinois and the businessman and actor in The Apprentice, Donald J. Trump. Welcome to Election Night in America 2008. Thank you all for coming and watching. We really appreciate it. We have exclusive coverage, no ads. Let's begin. Here are our key swing states. As you can see, there are a lot of them, and here are our final polls. And as you can see, since it looks like this might be a blowout election, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think this could be a blowout election for Obama. And since for most of the swing states only Obama's leading, we bolded the ones that Trump is leading in, but I'll just read to you all of the margins. In Virginia, Obama plus 2.6. In the swing state of Missouri, it's Trump plus 0.9. In Wisconsin, it's Obama plus 9.6. In North Carolina, it's Trump plus 1.2. In Florida, it's Obama plus 0.6. In Ohio, it's Obama plus 5.4. In Nevada, it's Obama plus 5.6. In Michigan, it's Obama plus 10.7. That is actually a good amount. In Iowa, it is Obama plus 7.6. In New Hampshire, it's Obama plus 11.6. In Pennsylvania, it's Obama plus 9.1. In Minnesota, it's Obama plus 16.4. And in Indiana, it is Trump plus 0.3. It's a lot of Obamas. It's almost a tongue twister. Anyway, here's an example state. Here, the margins, we're just going to use New York as an example. At the top here, in the top right corner, we will have the amount of precincts reporting, the percentage, and it will also right here, usually next to New York, it would say the amount of electoral votes, and Obama's numbers are on the top and Trump's are on the bottom. It's not because we're biased or anything. In this example, we're just using the pointer to point who wins, and in this example, Obama would win, but this is the actual result. Anyway, we have our 7 p.m. on the east, 4 on the west, poll closings from the states of Indiana, Kentucky, Vermont, Virginia, South Carolina, and the state of Georgia. In Kentucky, Donald Trump wins the state of Kentucky, and it's 8 electoral votes. Barack Obama will win the state of Vermont. It's 3 electoral votes with 0% of precincts reported. And by the way, until there's 1 full percent of precincts reporting, there's no percentages there. It'll just say 0.0%. In Indiana, 11 electoral votes, too early to call, but we note a small lead for Donald Trump, with 0% of precincts reporting anyway. In South Carolina, 9 electoral votes are also too early to call, and the same thing, a small lead for Donald Trump. In Virginia, it is too close to call, actually. Obama leads with 11% of precincts reporting with 49.4% of the vote, 48.8% of the vote in the Trump column, and actually, the rest of the vote is mainly going to the Green Party candidate. Too close to call in Virginia. In Georgia, it is too early to call. We note a lead for Obama by more than 7.4%. Senator Obama there is leading with 52.4% of the vote, and Donald Trump will have 45% of the vote with 8% of precincts reporting. And here's our electoral map. Obama with Vermont and Trump with Kentucky. 8 electoral votes. Donald Trump has 8 electoral votes, and Senator Obama has 3. Now we have our 7:30 p.m. poll closings, as you can see them in yellow, from the states of Ohio, West Virginia, and the state of North Carolina. In West Virginia, Donald Trump will win their 5 electoral votes. In North Carolina, it is too early to call. Their 15 electoral votes are too early to call. In Ohio, their 20 electoral votes are too early to call, with 0% of precincts reporting. And on our map to 270, we have just one more state that filled out, West Virginia, and it's 5 electoral votes, meaning that now Donald Trump has 13 electoral votes, and Senator Obama has 3. So you can see we just have our numbers here just to help you see them with your eyes. Helps. Anyway, now we have our 8 p.m. poll closings from the states of Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Maryland, D.C., Delaware, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and the state of Maine. And we have some projections for you. In Maryland, Senator Obama will win their 10 electoral votes. Maryland going to Senator Obama. In New Jersey, Senator Obama will also win New Jersey's 15 electoral votes, and it's projected in the 2010 census to lose an electoral vote. But anyway, their 15 electoral votes from New Jersey going to Senator Obama. In Massachusetts, it's also supposed to lose an electoral vote in the 2010 census, but their 12 electoral votes are going to Senator Obama. In D.C., D.C.'s 3 electoral votes are going to Senator Obama. In Delaware, Delaware's 3 electoral vote, the home state of his Vice President Joe Biden, or if they got elected, Senator from Delaware, Joe Biden, his home state. And anyway, there is 3 electoral votes for Senator Obama. In Connecticut, 7 electoral votes for Senator Obama. In Rhode Island, 4 electoral votes for Senator Obama. In Maine, it's a split vote, but we now can project all 4 of their electoral votes for Senator Obama. This means that they split their votes up into an at-large vote, meaning all of their votes, which is worth 2 electoral votes. So all of the people who vote in the state get counted in the at-large vote, which is worth 2 electoral votes, and then each part of the state is split in half and has 2 congressional districts, and all of the votes that are in those areas get counted separately. But anyway, and they're each worth 1 electoral vote, but all of their electoral votes go to Senator Obama. In Georgia, though, their 15 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. In Alabama, posed to maybe lose an electoral vote, we're not sure, but their 9 electoral votes, Alabama's 9 electoral votes going to Donald Trump. In Tennessee, their 11 electoral votes are going to Donald Trump. In Kansas, their 6 electoral votes are going to Donald Trump. In Oklahoma, 7 electoral votes going to Donald Trump. And I would like to note something. Now, all of the counties right now, this could change, but every single county at this point in the night is reporting for going to Donald Trump. So anyway, Oklahoma's 7 electoral votes going to Donald Trump. In Mississippi, their 6 electoral votes go to Donald Trump. In Illinois, though, their 21 electoral votes are going to Senator Obama. And we have a couple of major projections. In Pennsylvania, their 21 electoral votes are going to Senator Obama. That's part of that blue wall. And I'm pretty sure in a second we're going to get a call from Michigan. But 13% of precincts reporting. Senator Obama has an insurmountable lead. He's leading by 15.5% with 56.7% of the vote and 41.2% of the vote going to Donald Trump. In Michigan, see, I just said we're going to get a call out of Michigan. There's 17 electoral votes also go in the Obama column tonight, with 15% of precincts reporting. Senator Obama has a lead of 11.3. It's supposed to shrink a little, but still in the Obama column, with 54.6% of the vote going to Senator Obama and 43.3% of the vote going to Donald Trump. In New Hampshire, kind of swing state, this number is expected to gain, as that you see on your screen, with 24% of precincts reporting, though. Senator Obama wins the state by 4.5% with 50.7% of the vote, and Donald Trump taking only 46.2% of the vote. In Texas, though, Donald Trump will win Texas's 34 electoral votes. This state is actually supposed to gain I'm serious, it's supposed to gain 4 electoral votes in the 2010 census. We'll see how that goes out. But anyway, I'm pretty sure not the same percentages, but I'm pretty sure that Donald Trump is leading here by the exact same amount that Senator Obama was leading in Michigan. Senator Obama has 43.6% of the vote, and Donald Trump has 54.9% of the vote. In South Carolina, earlier it was in the too early to call column, but now we can call it for Donald Trump with 56% of precincts reporting. 42.2% of the vote goes there to Senator Obama, and 52.6% of the vote goes to Donald Trump, with Donald Trump having a lead right there of 10.4%. And we have a couple of key race alerts. Florida is too close to call, with 11% of precincts reporting. 48, it's a 0.3% difference between them. Senator Obama leads with 48.9% of the vote, and Donald Trump takes 48.6% of the vote there. In North Carolina, now it is too close to call. I'm sorry, not early. It's too close to call. Our margins here are when it's a 3 or less percent difference, then it's too close to call, and if it's more than that, then it's too early to call. But anyway, 49 exactly percent of the vote going to Senator Obama here, and 47.2% of the vote going to Donald Trump so far through the night, with 34% of precincts reporting. In Virginia, their 13 electoral votes are too early to call. Senator Obama leads here with 4.1% more than Donald Trump. 29% of precincts reporting. Senator Obama takes up 49.6% of the vote, and Donald Trump takes up 45.5% of the vote. This could be one that, as we've seen around the Richmond area, those areas are starting to go more blue. This could become solid blue territory if Obama is able to flip it. If not, then I'm not so sure if this is going to become a bluer state as the time goes on. But at this point, Obama has a lead of 4.1% with 29% of precincts reporting in Virginia. In Missouri, we know a big lead for Donald Trump, the 12% of precincts reporting. Donald Trump is leading with 16.6% more of the vote than Senator Obama. Senator Obama has 40.6% of the vote in the state of Missouri, and Donald Trump has 57.2% of the vote in Missouri. In Ohio, their 20 electoral votes are too early to call. Donald Trump has 53.6% of the vote, and Senator Obama has 46% of the vote. And that is a race too early to call. And Donald Trump has a lead of 7.6 right now, with 56% of precincts reporting. In Indiana, it is too close to call. 47.6% of the vote going to Senator Obama here so far, and 47.1% of the vote going to Donald Trump, with 60% of precincts reporting. And here's our electoral map on your screen right now. You see that whole northeastern area. New Jersey's not filled in, but it's supposed to be filled in. And as you see, a little of that area right there, that red wall, that should go up to here. On your screen, as you can see, an area like in Illinois, and parts of the blue wall have already been called, the blue wall being Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Michigan and Pennsylvania have already been called, as you can see on your map. Obama has 124 electoral votes, and Donald Trump has 109 electoral votes. And now we finally get to our 8:30 p.m. poll closings from the one state of Arkansas. Arkansas, 6 electoral votes go to Donald Trump. Now we have our 9 p.m. poll closings on the east. 6 on the west from the states of New York, Louisiana, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, and the state of Arizona. New York's 31 electoral votes going to Senator Obama. Louisiana's 9 electoral votes going to Donald J. Trump. In Wyoming, the most conservative state in the whole country, besides for Utah, their 3 electoral votes go to Donald Trump. And it's also Nebraska's 3rd congressional district is also redder. In North Dakota, their 3 electoral votes go to Donald Trump. In South Dakota, neighboring the state that we just called the North Dakota and Wyoming, their 3 electoral votes go to Donald Trump as well. Nebraska is the other state that splits its vote. As I was saying, their 3rd district is the most conservative place in the country, besides for Utah sometimes. So, as we see, the at-large vote going to Donald Trump and the 1st and 3rd congressional district, with that 2nd congressional district still too early to call. We can report that Donald Trump wins 4 out of 5 of Nebraska's electoral votes. And we have a key race alert for you. In Minnesota, Barack Obama will win their 10 electoral votes with 56.3% of the vote, and Donald Trump taking up 40.9% of the vote with 12% of precincts reporting here in the state of Minnesota. In Wisconsin, it is actually not, it was just a second ago I was getting a call that it was saying too early to call, but actually it is going to Senator Obama. I know the number on your screen looks like Donald Trump is leading, but we have enough evidence that our screen is just lagging and it's going to take a minute, but there is a big batch of polls, of precincts that just got reported that show that Senator Obama is going to win the state. 14%, and it's actually right now 23% of precincts reporting, and I'm gonna say the real numbers. Senator Obama has 52.3% of the vote, and Donald Trump has he has 43.6% of the vote there. In New Mexico, Barack Obama wins the state. He wins 14.2% more than Donald Trump. He gets 59.8% of the vote. And Donald Trump gets 35.6% of the vote. In New Mexico's 5 electoral votes with 19% of precincts reporting. In Arizona, their 10 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump as his biggest contender in the primaries, John McCain's home state. He will get 52.3% of the vote, and 45.5% of the vote is going to Senator Obama, with 29% of precincts reporting in Arizona's 10 electoral votes. In Ohio, their 20 electoral votes going to Senator Obama, and 53.4% of the vote goes to Senator Obama here, and 43.3% of the vote goes to Donald Trump, with 87% of precincts reporting. We can make this call, finally. As you know, no Republican has ever won the White House without Ohio, and that we could see that streak broken tonight, but the evidence is showing that Obama will probably win, but we still aren't sure. Still not impossible. Anyway, on our electoral map, you see that Ohio call puts Senator Obama right at the 200 electoral vote mark. And as you can see on your screen now, we have our 10 p.m. on the east, 7 on the west, poll closings from the states of Montana, Nevada, Utah, and the state of Iowa. In Montana, Donald Trump will win their 3 electoral votes. In Utah, Donald Trump will also win their 5 electoral votes. And we have a key race alert. Now we can finally project that Barack Obama, Senator Obama, will win Virginia's 13 electoral votes. With 51.3% of the vote there, and Donald Trump with 45.9% of the vote, making history, being the first Democrat to win Virginia ever since Lyndon B. Johnson in 1964. This is a good thing for the Democrats. State that's not growing rapidly, but is growing a little bit. And as we see on our county map, it's not on your screen, but the county map shows a lot of those Richmond suburbs going blue, and that is mainly what put Senator Obama over in the state of Virginia. Anyway, Colorado's 9 electoral votes going to Senator Obama. He has 53.6% of the vote here. Donald Trump with 44.2% of the vote here. Senator Obama leading with by 9.4, winning the state of Colorado with 12% of precincts reported. In Nebraska, their 2nd congressional district will go to Senator Obama. He has a big lead there, a lead of 18.7%, I think. That lead is going to shrink a lot, we think, but it's still going to be like a 5 to 10 point lead there, we think. And it's going to Senator Obama with 45% of precincts reporting. And on your electoral map here, you should note that we don't have it, but one of Nebraska's electoral votes went to Senator Obama. And we have our 11 p.m. poll closings. And we have a CNN projection awaiting, but we have to make some state calls before we make this major projection. In California's 55 electoral votes will go to Senator Obama. Oregon's 7 electoral votes will go to Senator Obama, one that used to be very close, but then has kind of become more of a solid blue state, kind of going along with Washington. And Washington, just as I was saying that, Washington's 11 electoral votes are going to Senator Obama. Hawaii's 4, his birth home state. Hawaii's 4 electoral votes will go to Senator Obama on this November 9th. And in Alaska, Donald Trump will win Alaska's 3 electoral votes. In Idaho, Donald Trump will win their 4 electoral votes. Even though it seems like it should be blue since it's right next to a couple of those big blue states in the West, it is red. And that one goes to Donald Trump. We have a key race alert, major projection. Barack Obama is going to be elected the first African American president, becoming the 45th president of the United States. In turn, Joe Biden will become the 47th vice president of the United States. And they will serve the next 4 years. We'll see how the 2012 election goes, but now we can call Senator Obama now President-elect Obama, and Joe Biden and Senator Biden now Vice President-elect Biden. But we have a couple more state calls, so stay right here. In Indiana, Senator Obama will make history. Not even Bill Clinton could flip Indiana, but he will flip Indiana's 11 electoral votes with 98% of precincts reporting, with a lead of just 0.9%, with 49.0% of the vote, and Donald Trump with 48.1% of the vote, making history here with very high turnout. Let me just get a little check on the popular vote for you. The popular vote right now, oh my God, not senator anymore, President-elect Obama right now actually has, like somewhere in the mid-60s, like 65 million votes. And we think there are about 4 more million coming in for him, getting up maybe even a 69 million, which would be totally insane. He has right now, actually, he has 53% of the popular vote. Oh my God. Anyway, in Nevada, President-elect Obama will win their 5 electoral votes, winning the state of Nevada back from George W. Bush, who won it both times. and winning it with 51.0% of the vote, and Donald Trump winning 45.6% of the vote with 54% of precincts reporting. We project Nevada for President-elect Obama. In Missouri, their 11 electoral votes will go to President-elect Obama. 49.9% of the vote going in his column, and 47.6% of the vote going to Donald Trump, with 96% of precincts reporting. That state goes to President-elect Obama. And North Carolina's 15 electoral votes go to Donald Trump. Florida's 27 electoral votes go to President-elect Obama. He takes up 50.2% of the vote, and Donald Trump takes up 47.4%. Iowa. President-elect Obama wins their 7 electoral votes with all precincts reporting. He wins 52.3% of the vote, and Donald Trump wins 44.5%. On our final electoral map, please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with all your friends. Bye.